Look at that. Can you guess what I'm making today? Please tell me in the comment section if you already know. Initially, I wanted to make this video without a voiceover, but then I said, no, this is not the kind of soup you post without saying anything, because this soup has a past in my life. This is actually a recipe my family borrowed. We learned it from living together with the people who made their egusi this way, and it became one of those recipes that stayed with us. If you are tired of cooking egusi the same old way, this is another method you need to try. Toasting the egusi takes the flavor to another level. I can't forget that beautiful nutty taste it brings to your taste buds. It has been a while since I ate this soup, but the memory has never left me. So I decided it was worth bringing to your table. And if you have tasted this soup before, please comment. I love toasted egusi soup. Alright, let's get started. First, I started by cooking my proteins. I am using hen and beef, well seasoned with salt and bouillon. While that was cooking, it was time to begin the star of today's recipe, toasted egusi soup. And of course, as the name implies, we have to toast our egusi. As the egusi toasts, you will notice it begins to puff up and change color. Once it is properly toasted, some of the seeds will even start popping and jumping around in the pan. That's when you know something good is happening. Once toasted, I blended the egusi properly until it was finely ground. As soon as my meat finished cooking, I remove it from the pot. Then I added some palm oil to the stock and allowed it to simmer for a few minutes before adding my freshly ground toasted egusi. Then we stir. Look at that. Even the color alone is inviting. And one thing I love about this egusi recipe, apart from that delicious taste and nutty aroma that almost makes you want to drink the soup. Did I just say drink the soup? But seriously, is that delicious? Another advantage of toasted egusi is that it doesn't take as long to cook as fresh untoasted egusi, because the seeds have already gone through some cooking during the toasted process. But remember, toasted or not, always make sure your soup is properly cooked. Next, it was time to bring in even more flavor. I added blended crayfish and pepper along with locust beans, ogele. Those special traditional ingredients that give Nigerian soups that deep, unmistakable flavor. I stirred everything together before adding my washed, deboned smoked catfish. Then I covered the pot and allowed all those beautiful flavors to come together for a while. Finally, it was time for the vegetables. Back then, we used a special vegetable called ewa. It's somewhat like a bigger, sturdier spinach, and honestly, it was one of the best vegetables you could imagine for egusi soup. Beautiful, crunchy texture. Oh, how I miss that vegetable. Today I am using spinach. I added it to the soup, stirred everything together, covered the pot, and allowed the spinach to cook briefly. You don't want to overcook it. We still want some of that lovely texture. And just like that, our toasted egusi soup is ready. Look at that. I plated it up, and this soup is ready for almost anything. Fufu, pounded yam, eba, or even white rice. But for me, this one is calling for some good fufu. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it. And don't forget to tell me in the comments if you've ever tried toasted egusi soup. I'll see you soon with another amazing recipe. Bye for now.